So I'm sharing today. There were some workshops that I attended. One was called, two of them were from Living Deeply. So the first one is called Beloved, and the second one is called Tikkun. Now we were learning about what is the beloved, as God is our beloved, and the other part we were learning was what can we learn about correction, alignment, like the reason we're here, the work we're doing, in through a verse that we each got from the Torah, from the 5 books. So some people got a little bit after, but most people got from within the 5 books. When I say a little after, I mean there's some additional writings considered part of the Torah. So from thee I come, to thee I go. That's a song with lyrics. And so we learned we're lovable. I'm lovable, even when I experience shame-based emotions to you. So even when I'm feeling the shame-based emotions, I'm lovable to God. God lets me stay a beginner, never seeing me as a sinner, giving me my own life, and I'm powerless what God wants others to think of me. That's called character building. God's like my best friend, my lover, devoted, protective father, and nurturing mother. God's with me and the people waiting for me with a smile, some known to me and some unknown, and I was sticking with faith, trust, presence, and acceptance even when it was hard. So now he's rewarding me by me feeling comfortable in my own skin, comfortable in my truth, my voice, which is like non-reactive, witnessing, deep, compassionate listening. Like a hose faucet of blessing and healing light, it comes through me. Like loving a flower, I'm enjoying it, being blessing, being validation, being comforting and generous, being harmony, being presence, knowing my worth, intrinsic value, and inherent belonging means being of God. True inner unity is deep reconciliation and satiation of a yearning, trying to reassure it is the courage. And then the second half of that workshop was called Tikkun. In other words, correcting, basically rectification, really. It's safe to return to innocence and release the shame. I can hear the trapped voices of the pretenders, my own pretense reflected. I can guide people back to their source when they're disoriented. When one forgets which way is up, I can just stay as I am, let them use me as a compass without reacting and thinking I know what they need, so they can hold on for long enough to trust themselves to let go. My experience doesn't need to be machinated. I can share my very presence, holding space as they are, fulfilling their literal potential. Supporting others to bridge that gap after I've supported myself, welcomed and accepted myself. My offerings always swimming to the light, then back to the depths. What brings shame is trying to be someone I'm not. Comparing or altering based on those comparisons is repressing my godliness. I can follow the path of support, that nourishment and support, that not saying I want to be not saying that I want to be the real me leads me to not to transmitters' whims and desires, rather to my own origin point. So everyone is like a transmitter. Sharing the fruits of harvest so others can have the seeds is saturating enough, like for the tree that makes the fruit with the seeds in it. Being the channel with flowing love and allowance is soothing, healing, tenderness. To be innocent as I am, to be creating a dwelling place in myself, an inner sanctum, to flourish and bliss out in the presence of heaven. Correction is the reason. Calibration of, alignment of, growth of, multiplicity of, expansion of light, lasers, stars, dumping into the black hole the stuff that is matter, the physicality, edges, ever-changing, ceasing to exist in the antimatter. The energy never created, never destroyed. This space is frictionless, resistanceless. From this place we can hold space. From this place we can heal all divides. From this space we return to innocence. From this space we bask in unity. And obviously from there we start to see the truth. Someone asked me yesterday, what is truth? And I gave a few answers. I said, it's what can meet anyone at any time, in any place, at any angle. I said, it's what has its own legs and doesn't need to stand on and doesn't need to be proven. I said a few other things, but here I'm writing, the power of the word must be honored. Haste makes waste with speech and thoughtless too. So basically, when we're thoughtless or we're rushing to speak, haste makes waste. Truth is keeping our word. Truth brings fulfillment, even if our body expresses the real. Even the body expresses the real. Not denying our role in something, saying our boundaries, not changing reality to suit or enable someone, not taking credit or blame that's not ours, not twisting scenarios out loud so they paint me out more beautifully. Responses are not reactions. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and writing to sort things out from rawness. Feelings are not facts, they come and go. Nothing pays off like restraint of the pen or the tongue. Let anger help me look in, ask for the truth inside. What am I afraid of? And then not dimming the light, not pretending to be fine when I'm not, or trying to appear confident when I'm not. Nothing needs to be a secret anymore. Healing the roots of dishonesty, not genuine and unauthentic behavior and tendencies for a sustainable felt sense experience of wholeness. My need to give is still my need, and I don't have to pretend the other needs me. I'm supposed to do what I need to. And finally, I'll share from a workshop I attended through Recovery Network, which was Recovery Network. I mean, literally like a network of recovering people. Our body image. So what does obsession look like? And each of these questions we journaled on a little bit. So I'll just share my answers. Okay, first of all, what does obsession look like? And this is all contained in the body image. The body image is not the literal body. It's the experienced image, or like the overlay of the body, the idea of the body. What does obsession look like? I had sex with people I didn't want to. I shared private photos I didn't want to. I wore things I didn't want to. I exercised when I didn't want to. And I lost opportunities I really wanted. What does sanity look like? Feeling comfortable in my skin, not trying to alter my appearance, not hiding my appearance or distracting from it, choosing myself as beautiful, and routine maintenance. What do I hope for? To no longer try to fit, to let my body move and guide me more freely, to feel more alignment and harmony, to be less afflicted by joints, immobility, to feel feminine, sexy, tender, and gorgeous, to feel more physically wild and playful, less inhibited, and anything I wear is acceptable. The messages I got is that my appearance is what others will judge my character on. That I should be thin, fat is ugly and gross. I think I wrote this at a time where I was actually in a good shape. That I'm too white or fat or hairy or short or smelly, or wasn't fast or springy or athletic enough. What about injuries or ailments? So I cut my knee open. I had some shoulder pain at the time of Shalom Binyamin, and he wouldn't help me. They wouldn't help me, those people. Ankle got broken. I was punched in the head. I was kicked. Knee slammed into a car. Oh, like I was rollerblading, my knee slammed. Okay. Adam and Alejandro overhurting my shoulder. Yisrael Kaplan and Sharfstein's holding me down. This is like a fake therapy. My mother paid for someone to they called it hold therapy. They really degraded me, humiliated me. It was not a therapy. It was actually very traumatizing. Concussion, when I fell out of a limo, I was drunk. My foot, fallen arch or flat foot happened. I'm stubbing my toe permanently and disfiguring it, the second toe of my right foot. It's not permanent, but I'm saying it's still recovering. The left elbow, I don't even remember what happened, but something happened. I cut a nerve of my left hand, like the thumb, and I was drinking before, and then I got a surgery on it after because it wouldn't heal properly. Wrist pain, and when I used to do a bodywork massage business, it hurt me a lot more. And the typing jobs, I had a lot of photo editing work, and I strained my back like 3 times when I was doing yoga. My lymph nodes kept being swollen and pressured, and nerve damage on the side of the neck. The side after a biopsy to check why my neck was having issues. My stomach and the left and right sides felt tight and out of place. I had a lot of neck pain. I had issues in my reproductive organ, like my vulva, vagina, and then also my rectum. I had issues, sinus issues, eye issues, left hand finger pain. And actually now it's mostly in the right hand, the finger pain. And low back and also hunchback, like I think they call it kyphosis, but I would say like my hip also. It's not on here. I would have liked it to be on here.